going on, guys? Welcome back to Nonstop Soccer. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create your own training plan and how to plan out those weeks of training. Now, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoy the content, and be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any questions about this video. Now, I'm going to kick off the video just by saying the biggest thing about creating your own training plan is to just get started, to just do it. Go out there and do it. My biggest thing is if you want to become a better player, you can find 10 minutes a day to devote to your training, whether it's juggling or ball mastery, anything like that. You can find 10 minutes if it's a big enough priority in your day to go out, train. You can even do it at home. You won't need a lot of equipment. You'll just need a ball and yourself. So a lot of times people make it complicated, and it doesn't need to be as complicated as you think it is. It can be very simple. All you need is a ball, yourself, a little bit of space. Like I said, you can do it at home or even out at the field. So if you can find 10 minutes a day to devote to you being a better player, then that's what I would recommend. Alright, so on to the next talking point, which is ideally you would like your training plan to be consistent, but I'm here to tell you that it will change due to different circumstances and life events. If you have to miss a training session or even reschedule a training session due to one of these, don't let that deter you from creating a training plan in the future. Now, you probably have a question, when do I train? How often do I train? I usually train from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single day. Then I do a little bit of personal training sessions, and then in the afternoon around 4 to 5 o'clock, that's when I start to work out with weights or body weight. And then I have a little ball mastery session right after that workout, and then that'll be it for the day. So it's like 2 or 3 times a day that I train, and that's just me. I play soccer for a living. This is what I want to do until my legs can't anymore, so that's just how it is. I want to be the best player that I can be. Now, it'll be a little different for you guys depending on certain factors like what your current fitness level is, what your goal is, and if you are in season or out of season. If you want to become a better player, the best player that you can be, like I said, I would recommend training every single day, even if it is for 10 minutes. You can find that 10 minutes to prioritize during your day. So I know your question is how much should you train, and that is all dependent upon you. So if you want to devote the time every single day for an hour-and-a-half training session, then that is what you should do. Like I said, the training sessions, the training plans will change. So if it is too much for you during the week, like let's say you put out 5 sessions a week, which is 5 days in a row, Monday through Friday, you take Saturday, Sunday off. If that is too much for you guys, then it'll change. You guys can go 4 days, or you can even do 3 days a week. So you can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then once your fitness level goes up and you want to change your goal to being a better player, to creating a better fitness level, anything like that, then you will increase your training session plans 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever it is. However you guys feel, the most important thing is to listen to your body. Alright, so on to my next talking point, which is creating a training plan is a lot more than just choosing drills to do every day. It's being mentally tough, learning new ways to become a better player, changing your lifestyle, your eating habits, your sleeping habits, stuff like that. Being your own best coach. I can't do the work for you. Nobody can do the work for you. You have to create a training plan that is good for you, time-wise and goal-wise. So if you have enough time to train an hour and a half, 2 hours every day, I would recommend to do that. Then you can increase your fitness level, like I said in the last point, and then you can start to change your training plan based on your current fitness level that you begin to have. Like I always say to my younger players, being your best coach, you have to be motivated and you have to want to become a better player in order for you to become better. I know it sounds very generic, very simple, but it's the truth. It has to be said. So with that, like I said, it doesn't have to be too complicated. You don't have to come out here and do some super complicated drills. You just have to stick to the basics. And another tip for me, let's say you're playing a winger role. Go ahead and watch videos of games of maybe you playing in a game, or even at the highest level of games like pros playing in games, and see what kind of situations they encounter every game in your specific position, and try to replicate that in your training so that you can do a lot of repetitions. Let's say you do hundreds or maybe even thousands of repetitions before the game, then it just becomes more natural. Alright, so on to the actual training session. I know you're probably asking, how long should a training session be, and what does a good training session look like? Now, how long should a training session be? It should be about an hour and 30 minutes, 90 minutes, how long a game should be. Sometimes my training sessions last about 2 hours, but then again, like I said, it's based on your fitness level. Can you make it through that 2 hours? Can you make it through the hour and a half? Maybe sometimes you might even have to train for an hour just based on the time that you might have for yourself. Now, what does a good training session look like? It depends on if you have a group or if you're individual. If you're a group, usually I follow the structure of kind of how my teams would play, which is, obviously you'd warm up with some dynamic and static stretches, and then you'll move into a rondo passing drill, and then move on into some passing patterns or even dribbling drills, and then go ahead and play for the rest of the time, and then cool down once you're done with more static stretches, getting that heart rate down. Now, if you're individual, it's still the same with a warm-up and a cool down as always, but usually I would train more technically, so if you and based on your positions. So for me, I like to work on a lot of technical stuff. I like to be confident and comfortable on the ball, so for me it's just improving my speed dribbling, control with the ball, first touch, anything like that. If there's goals, of course I'm going to be shooting, but yeah, based on your position, I would recommend if you could find a place where there's a wall so you could do some wall passing if you are an individual training by yourself, because that'll help a lot. Having a wall to do some wall passing will increase your speed of play, which will help you become a better player in any position, especially if you're a center mid, so that you can work on touching and distributing the ball as fast as possible. Now, like I said, you can keep it really basic and it doesn't need to be super complicated. You can come out here and just do straight line cone dribbling, zigzag cone dribbling, anything like that. For fitness, if you want to come out and improve your fitness, for soccer, I normally don't run for like 2 miles consistently, because in a game you're not going to be running for 2 miles constantly. There's going to be some walking, there's going to be some jogging, there's going to be some running. It's a mix of all. But you also have to make sure that you are not getting too tired, and you have to focus on the quality of your training instead of the quantity. So like I said, if you're getting too tired, if you're training too much, you will have to change your training plan in order to get to a better level, because if you're too tired and you're not training at 100% all the time, then you're not making yourself better. So like I said, focus on the quality, not the quantity. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick voiceover here talking about what drills to choose for your training sessions. I'll start by telling you how I train on my own. I train every day unless my body is really tired and I need a rest day. So, like I said, I will usually train 2 to 3 times per day. I'll actually put my schedule up on screen as if I was doing individual training in the off season. So, as you can see, it is a consistent schedule, with the first thing to do in the morning is to train. There are tons of drills on my YouTube and tons of drills you can find on YouTube to improve yourself if you train alone. My schedule is just an example, and you don't need to follow it exactly. You have to make your own schedule based on time and fitness level, like I said before. But you have to vary your individual trainings to work on specific attributes to your game. For example, if you really want to improve your weak foot, then you just have to train more with just your weak foot than your strong foot. Simple as that. Repetition and consistency will lead to your success. Creating this schedule will help you hold yourself accountable, and you will really see improvements if you just stick to it. Alright guys, so just a last quick tip. I usually create my training plans in Google Calendar, so if you want to check out that app, it's a great app that syncs to your phone, computer, anything, sends you notifications. You can reschedule everything. You can just see everything on screen. So it's really good for you guys. If you write it down, it'll get it done. It's better for you guys to do that. Alright. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Like the video if you enjoy the content. And be sure to comment down in the comment section down below if you have any questions. I created this channel so that I could share my experiences with you guys to try and help you out as much as possible. So like I said, if you have any questions, please ask in the comment section down below. It'll get answered. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time.